Hi, I'm Suze, and I'm here with Glass Garden in our newest holiday kit. We're calling it Hollyberry. Our kit comes with a wonderful package. It's got the Glass Garden name and our new address. And inside the kit, it's a memory wire kit. And the memory wire kit comes with our directions, the two colors for the fire polish, 3 beautiful little ball, they're not balls, they're bells, little bell dangles. We've got a 7 spiral memory wire. We've got the pair of sterling ear wires. I chose sterling because I just thought it would, most people can wear that. And we've got the 3 head pins, and the head pins are actually ball pins. The size 8, which is a sparkle seed bead. And with this kit, think in terms of after you've made it and have this wonderful gift of, it's a set of memory wire and earrings. You can put it back in the package and use this as your gift giving package. I suggest you open this very carefully and then you get to reuse it. Show you here is, on this memory wire, I started with the seed beads. So I'm in my directions, I say you want 1 full spiral of seed beads. Now, most people just take them and say, oh, you can strand seed beads. There's a little bit of a trick to this. Okay, I'm right-handed, so I get my memory wire in hand, and I'm going to move my tools here, and I'm going to pick the beads. Now, this is where the beads start twanging all over. If you go a little too hard, you get the hole in, and just, maybe put in about 1 inch of beads, and then get them out of the way. And you're kind of putting them down into the spiral. The reason for that is, if you hold too many beads, and all of a sudden, I don't know, you maybe lose your grip or something, everything flies off. You've got beads on the carpet. Well, you're going to have beads on the carpet anyway, but you've got your beads flying through the air. And then basically you've lost what you put on. So what I like to do is when I get about 1 inch on here, I just kind of hold this. I'm still holding the base. My grandchildren love this, the spiral. And then just feed it down into there. Now, I said I wanted a full spiral. So what we want to do, kind of like what I did before, it almost becomes one of those kids' games. You see at the doctor's offices all the time. So I'm just holding this. I'm not allowing them to come back. So as I come through, and I started this obviously before we started filming this, I have a full spiral. And that's what I mean by full spiral. I just wanted to bring this all the way around so you have 1 full spiral. Now, I developed the pattern. Obviously, we give you a kit pattern. You can make it any way you want. You can mix all this together if you want, other than these we're going to reserve for our dangles. And, but it's a starting place. It's something that you can look at. And now my pattern is add 3 seed beads, and then add now I got to find the end of the spiral here. Just go careful. You don't want to, it's going to get twisted. It's kind of part of the nature of the beast here. I'm going to do the 3, and I know what I just forgot to do here. I'm going to put the 3, I'm going to actually look to see if I said 3. Yep, 3 seed beads. And I'm going to do a red. So I'm going to cut this. I'm going to add my red fire polish, get to the end. 3 seed beads. Now here's your pattern. 3 seed beads, fire polish, whatever color, 3 seed beads, and you do 1 full circle or spiral. Then you do, I did, and I think I'm going to take this off right now so you can see. I'll use this for my sample to show you. Oopsie. On the finished one, you can see here's the solid seed. Here's, actually on this one I did a variegated, red, green, solid, all green, the 3 and the 1, all solid, and then I did the red. So when you have it on, you have a little bit of a variation, and that's how I divided it up. When you're all down to the end, okay, this is what we're going to do at the end. You've got your seed beads, you've got everything all in there. Now, what's really important about these memory wire bracelets, you want everything filled. You want all the spaces filled. So you are going to, by hand, be pushing all of these back into the spiral until you have them filled to the end. Now, we don't want them all the way to the end because what did I tell you? We needed a 1/2 inch. So when you're to your 1/2 inch again, you are going to be holding those beads and you are going to, let me get this out, make your loop. Your thumb is here. This is going to be all filled with beads, and you've already made sure that everything is next to each other. There's no spaces. Excuse me. And then we're going to do our loop again. And just for the sake of review, we've got our 1/2 inch. We've got our memory wire right to the end. We've got a tight grip. And we're going to make 1 full turn. Actually, it's a 1/2 a turn. I'm going to bring my palm back up. This is just how I do it. I'm just more comfortable. Tough grip again, and I'm going to kind of continue and close that loop. At this point then, when you have 2 ends closed, you're basically looking at this without the dangle. The beads aren't flying anywhere, they're all on here. And no, you don't try to put your hand in that way. It's amazing, and we all know it, but we all stick our hand right in there. To do a memory wire, you start on one side of your wrist, and you kind of get that caught, and you just wrap it. You wrap it on your wrist, and then you do the same thing for unwrapping. It's easier with the beads, trust me. The whole traditional color story here. So I added my red bead. The little ball at the end of the head pin stops it. The bell goes on top, so now we've got the beginning of our little dangle. Now I take my round nose pliers, and I really don't want a large area to wrap the wire with. So literally I pinch it to the end, and I make a 90-degree angle. So, can you see that? Okay. Now I'm going to take the goal is to get a little loop up here. So I'm going to take my round nose, again in the middle, I like that size loop, and I'm going to pull the wire toward me. Okay? That's only half the circle. So now I'm going to put my round nose on top, again where I left off, because we want the same when I look at any loop like a jump ring, so whether it's a loop of an earring, whether it's the loop of your memory wire, whether it's the actual jump ring, I use my chain nose for my gripper. I want to bend that loop, and I want to just go like a door to open it. So I kind of line them up, and then like a door, I just bend back or forward, whatever you're comfortable with. And I'm going to add the little bell dangle now, my little holly berry, and I'm going to then pull that loop back. Oopsie. Now we're going to close the loop. Because my round nose slips, I'm going to take my chain nose and I'm just going to kind of pinch that close, because the wire circle has not been changed. And you can see I'm kind of holding it in there, pinching it tight, because I don't want, a lot of times when they come, you know, this falls off. So we want that wire pinched in there. So take your time with this. Don't go hard. Just make sure you got a good grip and just kind of keep pinching it, because you want to just get that guy closed. We're getting there.